welcome to the portable clip. So we're going to talk about how to form questions, short answers, and sentences with the be verbs. There are 3 be verbs in English. The 3 be verbs are is, am, and are. We use I with am, so I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, we are, they are. When it's a person's name, like James, is James is. When there are 2 people, James and Patty is are, so James and Patty are. When you say one thing, like James cat is, so James cat is. When there are 2 cats, like James cats, then you say are, James cats are. Now careful, when you say James, it's a he, so in short answers you have to say yes he is or no he isn't. When you say Kate, it's a she, so you have to say yes she is or no she isn't. When you say James cat, it's an animal, so you say it. You say yes it is or no it isn't. When you say James cats, then it's more than one, so you say yes they are or no they aren't. Alright, so let's talk about this. We know that if you want to form a question, you need to make sure that the be verb either is, either am, or either are is the first word of the question. So take a look at number 1. Number 1 starts with we, right? So the be verb to be used with we is are. So the first word is are. So this is are we. Now remember the second word. W has to be a small letter, so are we, right? So what is that action? That is actually brave. So this is are we brave? And then since this is a question, remember to finish this with the question mark. So are we brave? So when you answer that in a short answer, this is a smiley face, so the answer is yes. Remember to use a comma just right after yes. Okay, so yes, this is we, right? So yes, we are. So as you can see, in the question is are we? Make sure that the be verb is the first word, but when you answer that or when you write a sentence, is we are. Okay, and then the full answer will be we are brave. So first letter big, we, and then are, and then brave. Okay, finish it with a period. So that's how you write this. Are we brave? Yes, we are. We are brave. Make sure to always start with the be verb. It's either is, either am, or are when you're writing a question. Now number 2. Let's take a look at number 2. Alright, number 2, fairly easy. Look, the person is she. We know we have to say she is, right? So in the question, this is she. Remember small letter S for she. Is she what? That picture is tired. So is she tired? Finish it with a question mark, right? And a set face, you need to say no. So no. Just like yes, you need to finish it with a comma. So that's a comma. So you say she, right? So this is she. No, she isn't. Remember this apostrophe. So that's how you spell isn't. And then she isn't something, right? So now you have to start the sentence with she. So write big letter S for she. So she isn't tired. Alright? Finish it with a period. So number 2 is she tired? No, she isn't. She isn't tired. Let's try something else. How about if I change the person from she to Kate? Then I have to use the word Kate in a question. So it's not is she anymore. It has to be is Kate. But careful, since Kate is a name, so K is always a big letter. So is Kate tired? That's how you write it. And Kate is a lady, so it's the same. No, she isn't. She isn't tired. How about if I change Kate to somebody like John? Okay, again, I have to make John's name in the question. So is John tired. And it's not she anymore because John is a boy. So no, he isn't. Small letter H. And then he isn't tired. So make sure to start with the big H. So it's he isn't tired. Okay? So very easy. Now moving on to number 3. So let's take a look at number 3. Number 3, the person is you, right? Now be careful because when you say are you, the other person has to say I am. So when you say am I, the other person have to say you are. So it's the opposite. Okay, so let's talk about this. You, this is are, because we need to use you with are. So start with the be verb, are you. The feeling is angry. So are you angry? Finish the question with a question mark. So are you angry? All right, and it's a smiley face, so the answer is yes. So it's yes, and then followed by a comma. Yes, I am. Okay, so when somebody asks you, are you? You say, I am. Okay, or I'm not. So full answer. So I am angry. So I, it's always a big letter. Remember that? I. Letter I, when you say I, it's always big letter. So I am angry. And finish this with a period. Now remember that when you are saying I, like this, it's always a big letter, no matter where you put it. So I is always a big letter. So are you angry? Yes, I am. I'm angry. How about if I change the person from you to Kate and Bob? So there are 2 people now. So it's are, alright, but I cannot say you. I have to put the name inside, right? So it's are, Kate, and Bob. Alright, and the word's still the same, angry. So make sure that you write the person's name in the question. You have to use the people's name or the person's name in the question. And it's not yes, I am anymore because there are 2 people, but I'm not Kate and I'm not Bob, so I have to say they. Okay, so this is yes, they are, because I'm talking about Kate and Bob. So yes, they are. Finish it with a period and then say they are angry. Big letter T, because this is the first letter. They are angry. And then period. Okay, if I change this to you and Bob, so it's not K anymore, it's you and Bob. Okay, so are you and Bob angry? So this has you inside, so it's not they anymore. When you see you in a sentence, you have to say we. Alright, so yes, we are. Small letter W, yes, we are, and then we are angry. The thing is, whenever you want to use you and someone else, you need to make sure that you is before that someone else. So it's always you and Bob, you and Mary, you and Peter, you and someone. So it's always you, the first word. But if you're talking about I, you have to put I, use I as the second word. So it's not you and Bob. It's more like Bob and I. Understand? So if you want to use I is always the second word. So it's Bob and I, and then Peter and I, Tina and I, Kate and I. So I is always the second word. You is always the first word. So what about if I say Bob and I? So this is are Bob and I angry? Kind of weird though. Are Bob and I angry? And then, because you ask someone else, are Bob and I angry? So that's someone else. The other person have to say, yes, you are. And this you means many people you. It's not just one person you. It's many people you. Right? And then, you are angry. Alright? Understand? So remember this when you are writing about I is always the second word. Someone here and then I. But if you're writing about you is always the first word. So it's like you and Bob. Okay? When you see you in a sentence, you say we. Okay? And then when you see I in a sentence with someone else, it's you. Okay, remember that.